All right, so,
Back to her, she can put it,
Herb, are you ready down there? Okay.
put it over in the can.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the January 25th meeting of the Town Board. Please join me while we pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, big crowd out here tonight, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so may I have a motion to accept the minutes of the January 1st and January 4th meeting?
Make a motion?
And a second?
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the first item on our agenda is a workshop discussion on the Vandenberg Cove Sewer District. It says water and sewer, but that is a mistake. It should just be sewer district. And Warren's just going to give us an update on where we are with this.
Yes, this is a sewer district that is mostly in the town of Rhinebeck, partially in the town of Hyde Park. I think there might be 10 properties or 9.5 properties in the town of Hyde Park, and it has a long, not great history in terms of needed repairs and maintenance for this system. Currently, there's an intermunicipal agreement between the town of Hyde Park and Rhinebeck, and Rhinebeck actually administers the system pursuant to that agreement. But again, this is another one of those wastewater systems that would be in better hands if it were administered by the DCWWA. And they have come in and they have done their own due diligence analysis of the system, which is available. If anybody wants to get it from the town clerk, I'll make it available. It's a collection and treatment systems evaluation dated September 2015, which really gives a complete history of the system and the needed upgrades and why they think it's important for them to take over administration of the system. So this is similar to the other sewer and water systems that we're in the process of transferring to DCWWA. We've had, it's been on the agenda, we've had meetings to discuss this in detail. It's my understanding that all of the homeowners within the district, even those from Rhinebeck or Hyde Park, have been kept informed of this. And we're at a point right now where we, both municipalities need to approve an agreement for transfer of the wastewater system to DCWWA. And I have negotiated an agreement with DCWWA staff. It's been supplied to the town board. It's not dissimilar to the agreements that we had for the 11 systems in Hyde Park, and we will make it available if anybody wants to come in and examine this or the evaluation. But at the next meeting, I'd like to have a vote from the town board authorizing the supervisor to sign this agreement, and we're going to be doing the same thing for the town of Rhinebeck at their next meeting, and we anticipate this will be a benefit. A greatly needed benefit to the homeowners who've had some difficult times with that system. There is a Environmental Facilities Corp. Bond that encumbers the system that's going to be transferred by Rhinebeck to DCWWA in a similar fashion to what we're doing with the other one that we have for one of our, I think it's the Greenfield system, if I remember correctly. So we just wanted to make sure that the 10 homes that are in the town of Hyde, if they need to come in and examine the agreement, votes on this, but I'm certainly going to urge the board to adopt the resolution at the next meeting.
That's
Great.
okay. Does anyone have any questions on that?
No.
No,
Yeah,
thanks,
last
Warren,
one.
for that do we have a kind of a timeline on the possible transfer date?
We don't. We have to go, they have to go, there's a process. Once we approve this, there's a process that they have to go through the county, and there is a permissive referendum opportunity for the homeowners, to call for a permissive referendum. We don't expect that will happen, but I'll have a better timeline. I was hoping somebody from DCWWA would be here tonight to give us a timeline, but I'll have that by the next meeting. I would anticipate they'll come to the next meeting to give us a
okay,
little bit
great.
of an update.
Good. Okay, well, thank you.
Great.
Okay, so moving on to the next item on the agenda is the public comment on resolutions only. I see we have Mrs. Martino here, so please do state your name and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Hi.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy
And
New
to
Year.
you too.
I have two things. Number one is I noticed that for the fee schedule, it says that that it's hereby attached. And it's not attached either online or with the minutes here. So just to point that out to you, that you have worded in the resolution that it's hereby attached, but there's nothing attached. The one thing I really want to speak on is the number 5. And number 5 for the green tree. My question is this. I know that when you did the testing for that property, you did lead and asbestos testing. But my question is that knowing that going back to 2010 in the Subsurface Remediation Action Report that was submitted to DEC, that there were 2 areas, and its proximity to the slab-on-grade building precluded complete remediation of the sidewall. That in demoing that building and possibly taking out that cement slab, you not knowing what's underneath it could open up a whole can of worms to the town, especially since it's already noted in the DEC reports that there is something there that they were not able to remediate at that time. So my question is that when you go through the specs, can we get some subsurface testing done in the areas in those slabs next to the building? Also, possibly even drilling down into where the oil area is and maybe do some testing there. And the reason for that is that one of the strategies for containing contamination is to cap it with a non-pervious, which is what that slab is doing now. Without that information to determine, yes, we can take the building down, but this is not the time to interfere with that slab because it is forming a function of capping that. And then at a later time, when financially we're in a better position to deal with it, that might be the time then to go in, remove it, and deal with the contamination as you find it. Because you do have a responsibility to the taxpayers not to allow this to be overburdened. And now that you own that property, you also need to make sure that your actions do not cause an adverse effect to the properties adjacent to that. So that was my one concern about that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want me to respond to that?
What slab?
Well, I think it's important to note that we have in place, fortunately, an agreement with the Spill Fund that they'll be coming in to remediate anything that's needed after the slab is removed.
Yeah, there's a full plan in place that after the demolition is complete, that the state will come in and determine whether any additional remediation is needed. It's a complete plan, so, and that's all been taken care
If
of.
additional is needed, they will do it.
They will do it at their cost, no cost to the taxpayer.
So
So that's the plan, and there's really no reason to delay on that.
No, we're good on that, actually, so, okay. Without any further ado then, I think we should move on to the resolutions.
Great.
Resolution 125-1 of 2016, resolution authorizing Councilman Joe Marine to attend the newly elected officials' 2016 training school in Albany, New York, January 13th, 2016 through January 15th, 2016, non-pro-tunc.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I was just talking with Joe, and he said he really learned a lot there.
Yeah.
Thanks for going,
A
Joe.
lot of information.
Yeah.
Resolution 125-2 of 2016, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park to participate in the Northern Duchess SOLORIZE Hudson Valley campaign.
Can I just say a
Sure,
couple
please.
words about that? I think we had a workshop on this last fall, but I just wanted to give a little update, which is that the Northern Duchess area was selected to participate in the SOLORIZE Hudson Valley campaign, and the Hyde Park CAC are the ones that are organizing that for Hyde Park, along with folks in other towns in northern Dutchess. And it doesn't cost the town anything, there's no commitment, but all it does is that it's going to allow people in Hyde Park to participate in getting a discount on if anyone in the town wants to put solar panels on their homes. If they purchase through this SOLORIZE opportunity, they'll be eligible for a discount. So I'm thrilled that the CAC is taking that forward. They're going to be doing some outreach events and having some recommended contractors that folks can use if they're interested in pursuing photovoltaics.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so do we have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 125-3 of 2016, resolution authorizing Assessor Kristen Gables to attend not-for-profit exemptions training at Columbia Green College on February 5th, 2016.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 125-4 of 2016, resolution authorizing the town comptroller to attend the New York State Government Finance Officers Association Annual Conference, April 6, 2016 through April 8, 2016.
And do we have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 125-5 of 2016, resolution authorizing the town clerk to advertise for bids for the Green Tree Corner building demolition project.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 125-6, 2016, resolution authorizing the town historian to utilize office space at Hackett Hill Park.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 125-7 of 2016, resolution authorizing police officer Kevin Watts to attend police field training officer course at the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office from March 14, 2016 through March 17, 2016.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 125-8 of 2016, resolution adopting revisions to the fee schedule for the town of Hyde Park for 2016.
And do we have a second?
Second?
And I think everyone's folder has the backup, but I just gave it to
Yeah, we all
Donna.
received it
Yeah, we
via
all received
email
it, yeah.
also.
Mhm.
It's
Email.
only the rec fees
It's only
that
the
are
rec
changing
fees.
at this
Yep,
time.
We're
Yeah.
doing it rather one section at a time, so.
Yep.
But Kathleen needs to get that up on the website for camp in particular, so that's why we're doing this first. So all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 125-9 of 2016, resolution authorizing the attorney to the town to execute a consent judgment settling the Repson of Hyde Park, Inc. versus Assessor of the Town of Hyde Park, et al., Dutchess County Index Number 5117315, tax certiorari proceeding.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 125-10 of 2016, resolution to close capital project funds for 2015.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 125-11 of 2016, resolution to reserve 2015 funds for encumbrances 2016.
Second. I mean,
And,
yeah, second, I'm sorry.
Yeah, second.
Sorry, I'm really good.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, I was jumping ahead there.
You're always in a hurry, aren't you?
No, I love this. Resolution 125-12 of 2016, resolution adopting order prohibiting the parking, standing, and/or storage of motor vehicles, trailers, equipment, and/or materials on certain Town of Hyde Park property located at 1381 Route 9G, Hyde Park, New York, and directing the installing an appropriate signage prohibiting such conduct and/or trespassing on said town property.
And do we have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Did you want to say anything about that?
Yeah,
one?
just so,
Oh, okay.
to clarify, the vehicle and traffic law does allow a town to adopt this resolution prohibiting the parking on its property through order, which we're doing. But we are going to be, and we're hoping that once the property is properly posted, that any trespassers or people unlawfully using that property will abate that voluntarily. And if they don't, this authorizes me to take appropriate legal action against those violators. And in addition, I'll be working on an actual local law with regard to impoundment and removal of these motor vehicles from this property if the resolution doesn't work. But we're hoping that whoever's trespassing on that property will do the right thing and take their trucks off and other material.
It's also important, I think, because we're going to be doing the demolition and the building is really not in great condition, that people shouldn't be going onto that property
Yeah,
at
we
this
don't want
time.
anybody on that
Right.
property while
In the
we're doing
future,
this work.
Right, in the future, when it is cleaned up and turned back into a green space, then people would be able to, have a,
Yeah, that won't be a problem
Yeah.
afterwards, but we don't want it to remain as, in its current state at least, until we have an opportunity to clean the whole property up. So-
right.
Absolutely. Okay. Did we vote yet?
I think we did.
We
Okay,
did.
good. Oh, sorry if I was a little rushed there. Okay, thanks for that update, Warren.
Resolution 12513 of 2016, resolution authorizing the attorney to the town to execute a consent judgment settling the Builders Capital LLC versus Board of Assessment Review et al. Tax certiorari proceeding for 2015.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to enter executive session for a personnel issue.
So moved?
And a second?
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
We don't need you.
You don't need me. Okay.
You're done.
But you're more than welcome.
No, it's okay. I'd love to go into executive session.
Let's see. We'll be right back.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see you in the morning. Good night.